We'll do one question per person, okay?
Yeah, I have the mic. All right.
Well, the options are, I guess, multifold. One possibility, obviously, is just to go ahead and appeal this case to the Delaware Supreme Court and try to get a reversal either of the January 2024 holding or possibly a component of this one. And Tesla said, and Mr. Musk has sort of agreed that that's certainly an open avenue.
Dankeschön für alles.
Another approach that they might have is, now that they're a Texas corporation, is just to re-up the same incentive package in a retrospective way. Just say, hey, shareholders, we're now reaching out to you as shareholders of a Texas corporation. We want you to approve a brand new retroactive compensation package for Mr. Musk. It's going to be less attractive from the company's perspective for tax treatment, but it would be something that would now fall under Texas law and not Delaware law. We don't know an awful lot about how Texas law treats these things. That's one of the reasons why Delaware is so popular, is that the popularity feeds on itself, and we know an awful lot about how these things work in Delaware. We don't know as much in Texas, but a lot of people sort of feel like Mr. Musk may get a more favorable predisposition of that court. It could be from a legal policy perspective that even if this wasn't a great fit for Elon Musk, the approach that was used in this case, pretty good fit for just about everyone else. And, on that basis, you might say, okay, yeah, you may lose Tesla to Texas or wherever Tesla is going to go to. But for all the other kind of more conventional CEOs, Delaware's got over 100 years of building up its jurisprudence and trying to figure out what's the type of thing that, you scrutinize CEOs enough so that they can credibly say, hey, look, you want to invest in my company, I can't just take off with the money, but then also give CEOs enough freedom to be able to manage the company in a profitable way. And that's something that Delaware has, taken great pride in over the years, trying to strike that balance. And it's just not clear that that balance is going to be struck in the same way when you deal with, like, basically a black swan type of a CEO.
With the resources here, that we can build the Shanghai Tesla Gigafactory in the world, and arguably one of the most advanced factories in the world.
The other thing that is probably worth watching here is that there's been a long-standing debate about whether corporate law should just be federalized, right? Whether you should just basically pull everything up into the federal government. That was, has been pretty much beaten back over the years. But I certainly could imagine maybe a resuscitation of this idea that maybe federal law should take over corporate law, and it should be the feds that dethrone Delaware. Now, if they're going to do that, then there's going to have to be basically some sort of a bureaucratic structure for the federal government to do that. And Elon Musk is simultaneously evidently heading up the Department of Government Efficiency, whose charge is to reduce the size of government. So it's going to be kind of an interesting collision if the debate migrates into, should Delaware law and all state corporate law become federal law? That's going to actually cause more bureaucratic bloat at the federal level and less, essentially delegating out to the states. And who knows which way that tug of war is going to go.
Heads up! Hey guys. Elon, how are you?